Ma, you got about 90 days leading up to the fight. What's some things you're doing to prepare for the fight?
Working hard, training my ass off, getting stronger, getting fast.
Floyd Mayweather has recently been spotted training with Lamont Roach, who is set to face Tank in January. This is intriguing since Floyd, who used to mentor Tank, now seems to be assisting Roach in an attempt to hand Tank his first ever loss.
Talking when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumped. I'ma beat his. Y'all better be quiet. Ski mask and all that.
He got the wood over there.
Like twisted up. I don't give a.
The fight was initially scheduled for December 14th, but was postponed without any clear explanation. Now, with Floyd Mayweather working in Roach's corner, speculation is swirling about whether Floyd might actually be hoping for Tank to lose.
But just because it's who he is, this don't change no program that I got going on. I'm here to win. I've been coming to win. And I think the same result will happen on.
Tank Davis recently shared that he isn't underestimating Lamont Roach. Tank emphasized that he's training as hard as possible, fully aware of the tough challenge ahead. Meanwhile, Roach, who's been preparing intensively for this opportunity, expressed his confidence in beating the lightweight champion. In an interview with TMZ Sports, Roach boldly predicted that this clash could be the fight of the year. He said, "Honestly, I hope it's the fight of the year. For those who don't know, I can dance. I'm in my zone when I'm in the ring. I'm going to surprise a lot of people and leave many in shock when I win."
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head.
Lamont Roach doesn't see himself as the underdog in this matchup. He's confident that no matter how the fight unfolds, he'll be ready to win, and he's even aiming for a knockout. "No matter what, I'm training to make sure I can knock him out in any round," Roach said, highlighting his focus and determination. His confidence is undeniable, and he's putting everything on the line to make a statement against Tank.
Because Roach he come to fight, and I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
One reason behind Lamont Roach's growing confidence might be the support he's getting from Floyd Mayweather in his training camp. Floyd has been working closely with Roach, sharing his expertise and experience to help him prepare for his clash with Tank. Roach sees this as a major advantage and is absorbing everything Floyd has to offer. With Floyd's mastery of defense, timing, and ring intelligence, Roach could gain a deeper understanding of how to take on Tank. However, this isn't just a case of a legend mentoring a younger fighter. If you recall, when Tank faced Frank Martin a few months ago, Floyd also showed up in Martin's camp. Tank even claimed that Floyd was trying to share his secrets with Martin, adding another layer to this unfolding rivalry.
Frank, that I was running at 5 o'clock to come in at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool.
Floyd Mayweather's involvement has sparked speculation that he might have a hidden agenda regarding Tank Davis. His decision to work closely with Lamont Roach, helping him prepare to face Tank, has only added fuel to the idea that Floyd could be rooting for Tank to lose. It seems Floyd is giving Roach every possible advantage, which has caused quite a buzz in the boxing world. Despite the chatter, Roach remains undistracted and fully focused on his goal: beating Tank Davis and proving he belongs at the top of the lightweight division. "I really do this," Roach said confidently. "I'm at this level for a reason. To the haters, just tune in. Just tune in so you can say, 'I told you so.'" Roach isn't shy about his ambitions and is ready to make his mark.
Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
After defeating Tank, Lamont Roach is already setting his sights on even bigger challenges. He's targeting matchups with top fighters like Shakur Stevenson, who he considers one of the best in the lightweight division. "After beating Tank, I'd love to fight Shakur Stevenson. That's my goal. I just want to fight the best to prove that I'm the best," Roach said. He also mentioned Vasily Lomachenko as another fighter he'd like to face in the future. With a 25-1 record, Roach feels ready to take on anyone in the lightweight division. His ultimate motivation is to become the undisputed lightweight champion, and defeating Tank would be a massive step toward achieving that dream.
Roach told Devin Haney to think of me at a fucking catch weight. Shit. Don't sleep on Roach.
Right.
Hell yeah, that left hook will put Haney down.
While Lamont Roach exudes confidence, his father and coach, Lamont Roach Sr., understands the magnitude of the challenge ahead. Facing the undefeated WBA lightweight champion, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, is undoubtedly one of the toughest tests of Roach's career. The fight, scheduled for December 14th at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, carries significant weight, not just in the ring, but personally and regionally. "This fight means so much to us on so many levels," Roach Sr. said, his voice a blend of pride and excitement. Lamont and Tank have history. This isn't just about a title, it's Baltimore versus DC, and that's real. These two have fought and sparred many times in the past. It's always been great work on both sides. To see them now competing on the biggest stage, it's special.
We fought twice in the same tournament. So, we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
Okay. You fought in the regionals and then fought again in the nationals?
Yeah. So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore in his hometown.
For Lamont Roach Jr., his fight against Tank Davis marks a long-awaited moment. This will be his first time headlining a pay-per-view event, adding even more significance to the occasion for both him and his family. While his previous bouts have been important, this fight has the potential to propel his career to the next level. At 29 years old, Roach Jr., from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, is also making his second official appearance in the lightweight division after a catchweight fight against Rafael Francis back in 2014. However, the significance of this fight goes beyond personal achievement. It's about regional pride and honoring the legacy of fighters from that area.
Christmas wish list, 3 names that you want 2025.
I won't say.
No. All right. Who?
This fight is massive for the region, not just for Lamont but for young, aspiring boxers everywhere. Roach Sr. explained, "It's great for the kids in this area and for young boxers around the world. I was hoping the fight would be in the DMV area, where we're from, but it's going to be in Houston, and that's fine. It's going to be a big stage for both fighters, and we're ready for it." While both fighters have personal history, Roach Sr. also highlights the rivalry between the two boxing clubs that produce them: Knox Q's Boxing, where Lamont trains, and Upton Boxing, Tank's home.
Lamont Roach took a lot of shots from McCory his last fight. If Tank were to land those, he's going to get put to sleep. He lost to Jamel Herring. Hector Garcia landed some good shots on him. Tank went ahead and just made that dude blind. We don't know if Hector Garcia can see right now. I would respect this more if Tank was going down to 130. How you Gervonta "Tank" Davis?
The rivalry between these two respected gyms adds an extra layer of intensity to the matchup. Roach Sr. pointed out, "We can't forget about the history of the gyms that shaped these fighters. Tank came from Upton Boxing, and Lamont from No Excuse Boxing. It's a rivalry between two legendary gyms that have produced world champions, and this fight is just the next chapter in that story." Roach Jr.'s boxing journey began at the age of 9, and he has always stood out in the gym. He's dedicated his life to the sport, and his father believes this fight is the culmination of all those years of hard work. Roach Sr. recalls the early days in the gym, watching his son put in the effort that would eventually propel him into the professional ranks.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when?
"We've been top fighters from the start," Roach Sr. said. "We've accomplished a lot in both the amateurs and the pros. We've been world champions already, and we belong here. Lamont has earned this opportunity, and the world will see what he's capable of." As for the challenge of facing Tank, Lamont Jr. isn't intimidated by his opponent's reputation as one of boxing's pound-for-pound best. In fact, Lamont Jr. has always been driven by challenges. He claimed the WBA junior lightweight title last November after defeating Hector Luis Garcia, a fighter Tank had previously faced. Lamont also defended his title earlier this year, stopping the undefeated Virgil McCroy in the 8th round, showing his ability to perform under pressure.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you,
They
don't
gonna
bring
celebrate with me. Yeah,
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here
It's
shaking
gonna
on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops. Oh.
on my kids. He was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
That's cap.
Now moving up to the lightweight division to challenge Tank for his title, Lamont Roach Jr. sees the fight as a major step forward in his career. It's his chance to prove himself in another weight class and solidify his place among boxing's best. We're very happy and excited for this opportunity, Roach Sr. said. Competing for another world title in a second weight division against someone many people consider one of the best in boxing right now, that's a big deal. Lamont is ready, and we're going to give it everything we've got.
Though I represent I represent if you people doubting you, you feel like you know you're back against the rope and you don't have nobody. I do it for them. Like I feel as though dumb people like.
Tank Davis has also been laser focused on his training. After fighting just once in 2024, he scored a dominant 8th round knockout of Frank Martin in June, following a major pay-per-view win over Ryan Garcia in April 2023. His power and skill in the ring are undeniable, but Roach Jr. believes he can rise to the occasion and secure the victory. Tank is a great fighter, but Lamont has the skill, the experience, and the heart to take him on, Roach Sr. stated. We know what we're up against, but we also know that Lamont can beat anyone when he's on his game. Tank Davis isn't holding back ahead of his showdown with Lamont Roach Jr., and the stage is set for an intense battle.
Tank and Lamont Roach. Is that the right opponent for Tank?
I don't know why everybody is kind of sleeping on Lamont, but he had a decorated amateur career too. He's a very sturdy kid. He's very...
Tank Davis is fully aware of the challenge ahead and is making it clear that he's ready to bring the heat, knowing just how high the stakes are. While he admits he hasn't been closely watching Lamont Roach Jr.'s fights, he's not underestimating his opponent. Tank has been in the gym with Roach before, so he knows what he's capable of. I haven't been watching his fights too much, but I've been in the gym with him, and I know how he moves, Tank said. I'll get in camp and get up to date with him. I know for sure he's definitely tough and has sneaky power. He's had that sneaky power since we were kids. We're going to figure out what he's best at, and we'll take it away from him. Tank's words reflect a sense of confidence, knowing he can handle whatever surprises Roach might bring to the ring.
I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a real good fight.
Tank is well known for his ability to adapt quickly during fights and make fast decisions in the ring. He's confident that, with his team, they'll figure out Roach's strengths and find a way to shut them down. For Tank, this fight isn't just about facing an opponent, it's about breaking down Roach's strategy, piece by piece. He's also aware that anything can happen in boxing, and even the best can have an off night. Tank isn't underestimating anything. We have to do everything to stay at the top of our game, he said. Tank understands that no fight is easy, and no matter how confident he is, he needs to be ready for whatever comes his way. But Tank's message to Roach goes deeper than just physical preparation. It touches on pride, loyalty, and the intense rivalry between Baltimore and DC.
Tank said I'd advise you not to talk so much.
Bruh.
It could be bad for you, but you already know that though.
I don't know where you got that from. Oh.
Tank made it clear, saying, he better not bring his family. He might be my people, but we've got to get it on. I don't care who he comes with. None of them can stop this. The rivalry between Baltimore and DC has been intense for years, and this fight shows just how deep it runs. Tank wants Roach to know that while they share a history and respect, once the bell rings, it's all business. For Tank, this fight isn't just about himself or his city. It's about representing everyone who's ever faced doubt, gone through tough times, or felt like they had their backs against the wall.
There's a rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight Riot.
I'm not just repping Baltimore. I'm repping people all over. Everyone who's going through something. If people doubt you or you feel like your back is against the ropes, I do it for you, Tank said passionately. For Tank, this fight is about more than just proving he's the best boxer in the ring. It's about showing the world that no matter where you come from or what challenges you face, you can rise above it. This message is deeply personal to him. He's speaking not just for Baltimore, but for anyone who's struggled or been written off.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at 9.
I'm telling him.
Tank's message also carries a hint of the fierce rivalry that has always defined the relationship between Baltimore and DC. He's been battling fighters from DC since his amateur days, and while he respects them, the competition between the two cities is intense. I'm from Baltimore, and he's from DC, so you know there's something to this, Tank said. But I do always feel like DC is home because I've always had to beat these guys in the amateurs, and they became my boys. Even though Roach is now his opponent, Tank's respect for the rivalry is clear.
We both got better and we both do different things. If there's little tendencies, we'll probably see. But other than that, you know, those fights don't matter now. We're right here in the big stage.
Lamont, where'd you get that hat?
After defending his WBA lightweight title against Lamont Roach at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn on March 1st, Tank plans to call out his next opponent, sparking plenty of buzz. Tank has already revealed 3 fighters he's targeting for 2025, with Ryan Garcia topping the list. The potential showdown between Tank and Ryan has been building for a while, especially after their previous fight on April 22, 2023, which was a massive success. The event generated 1.2 million pay-per-view buys and brought in over $100 million in revenue, making it one of the biggest pay-per-view events in recent memory. Both fighters earned huge paydays. Tank reportedly took home between $50 million and $60 million for his win, while Ryan earned an impressive $30 million as the challenger. Tank has also made it clear that he plans to retire by the end of 2025, which adds urgency to his fight plans. Targeting Ryan Garcia makes sense because waiting until later in the year could risk Ryan losing to someone else, and Tank doesn't want to miss out on a huge opportunity. A fight with Ryan comes with enormous financial rewards, especially given Ryan's massive social media following, including 12 million Instagram followers. Garcia played a big role in promoting their first fight, advertising it frequently on his platforms, and it's believed that a large portion of the pay-per-view buys came from his fans.
I'm going to beat this guy, this guy, this guy. I'm going to get so big that Gervonta has to fight me. And we're going to do it on the right and fair terms. This is how fair I am. Although I'm going to...
While Tank may be the bigger name in boxing, especially in terms of skill, Ryan's social media presence and ability to connect with fans were key to the fight's success. The event sold for $84.9 million in pay-per-view sales, which was significantly higher than some other high-profile events, including those promoted by Turi Alec. Ryan's efforts in promoting the fight really paid off, and the pay-per-view numbers showed that. Tank benefited from Ryan's marketing skills, allowing him to focus on the fight while Ryan led the promotional work. Despite Tank's clear victory, Ryan showed his own strength in the fight. He managed to hurt Tank with a short left hook in the second round, but the momentum quickly shifted when Ryan grabbed Tank, potentially missing an opportunity to capitalize on that moment. Had Ryan not held on, he might have been able to turn the tide. The fight stats show Tank's dominance, with Tank landing 93 out of 235 punches, while Garcia landed 59 out of 257.
7 or 8, 8th round. 7 or 8th round.
White, 7, 8.
Because figure them out a little bit, and then I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get to the point.
Looking ahead, Tank is focused on securing more big paydays, but he knows his future matchups won't generate the same kind of revenue unless he faces fighters who can draw big crowds like Ryan Garcia. One fighter who doesn't seem to have that same commercial appeal is Shakur Stevenson, the WBC lightweight champion. While Shakur is undeniably talented, he doesn't have the widespread following that Ryan Garcia does. Shakur's fanbase is more niche, and many fans find his defensive, counterpunching style less exciting than Tank's aggressive and explosive approach. Tank has been clear about his thoughts, saying that Shakur's style doesn't bring the same level of excitement or interest from casual fans, the type of fans who are often the ones buying pay-per-view tickets. fans have been eagerly waiting to hear about Tank's future opponents. During an interview with Dan Cobio, Tank was asked about the 3 fighters he wants to face in 2025. At first, Tank was coy, saying, "I won't say I ain't never called nobody out." When Cobio pressed him further, asking if this would be the first time he'd publicly call someone out, Tank simply replied, "Yeah, but I just told you." For now, we can expect Tank to do his usual thing when he steps into the ring. But with his connection to Floyd, do you think Lamont Roach might have an advantage? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more updates.